Have you seen a hyena fight off against several wild dogs? What about a herd of hippos attacking a lone crocodile? Survival in the wild means daily hunts and fighting for every shred of food, and the fight for survival can be really brutal in the wild. In this video, we're going to show you 20 most horrific wild animal fights that will give you the chills. Hyena versus wild dogs. Hyenas and wild dogs are always at each other's throats, and this video shows a similar situation, where a hyena wants to steal the food from a pack of dogs. With no backup, the lone hyena must take the food from the hyenas by itself. The wild dogs circle the hyena and start attacking it from all sides, providing no opportunity for it to grab the impala carcass and run. The sheer number of the dogs and their awesome teamwork prevents the more powerful hyena from scavenging their food. After a few more tries, the lone predator must give up this pursuit and look for food elsewhere. A similar situation awaits the hyena in our next clip. For some reason, this hyena thought it could mess with the pack of wild dogs by itself. We don't know why hyenas overestimate their strength so frequently and end up getting dominated in a fight against the dog. Here too, the hyena runs off after receiving countless bites from the wild dog encircling it. Just watch how it escapes from there with its tail between its legs. It's not like wild dogs are going to win every fight against hyenas, because things can change quickly if hyenas have more numbers. Here, it's not one, but two hyenas that take on a pack of dogs, and the difference is visible almost immediately. The wild dogs can't attack as freely as they did in the previous two clips. Now, even the dogs maintain a healthy distance from the hyena duo. Even so, by the end, the wild dogs chase the hyenas away, establishing their territory. Leopard versus wild dogs. The equation can change for wild dogs pretty quickly when it's a leopard and not a hyena approaching them. The wild dogs are feeding on a kill when a leopard arrives out of nowhere. The pack of dogs scatters quickly, seeing the big cat. They know better than messing with a leopard, but the leopard has to act fast or the dogs can get the upper hand. So it grabs the half-eaten carcass and quickly runs up a nearby tree. Simply a brilliant tactic, because wild dogs can't climb up a tree. But in the next scene, the situation is completely reversed. Once again, the big cat fights off a bunch of wild dogs to get the food, and it manages to grab the kill once more from so many wild dogs and runs towards the nearest tree. With the entire pack following closely, the leopard has only one chance to escape with the meal. But both the leopard and the carcass fall from the tree, and the wild dogs reclaim their food. At this stage, the leopard can't afford to fight them anymore and must run to save its hide. Lion versus wild dogs. In this footage, a pack of wild dogs target a young lion cub. Fortunately for the child, its mother is right there to protect it from the onslaught of the dogs. The wild dogs and the lioness get embroiled in a gruesome fight. It decides to attack one unlucky dog. As soon as it launches this attack, the remaining members of the pack launch a brutal attack on the mother. Countless bites from their sharp teeth rips through the fur and skin of the lioness. But her maternal instinct overpowers the pain. After a few more minutes of this fight, the wild dogs give up. This next clip is drastically different and shows a lioness holding a wild dog by the neck inside her jaw. But just because it looks dead doesn't mean that it actually is. Another wild dog distracts the lioness as she drops the dead-looking animal from her mouth. With the big cat distracted, the wild dog jumps into action and flees from there. It was apparently just playing dead this whole time. Crocodile versus lion. A young crocodile is basking in the sun when a lion suddenly decides that it wants croc meat for lunch. Even the baby crocodile realizes that something is off, but it is already too late by the time it finally rushes towards the water. It cannot hope to beat the lion's uncanny speed on land. Once the crocodile is in its mouth, the fight is over. Watch how the defeated foe hangs from its mouth as another lion arrives on the scene. This lion wants the same wildebeest carcass on its dinner plate as the huge croc does. An intense tug-of-war ensues, which is the only way to decide which of them gets to keep the kill. The croc holds one leg of the downed animal in its jaw, while the lion pulls by biting onto any muscle or bone that it can. The lion and crocodile see each other, and each wants the whole wildebeest. The lion tries to pull it towards, but can't snatch it completely. As a result, the stalemate continues. In the next video too, a lion corners a crocodile with a kill hanging from its mouth. Even though the lion didn't kill it, it wants to get its own share. The crocodile isn't having any of it, as it tries to get the carcass away from the big cat. The crocodile makes a big mistake. It decides to get out of the water, which allows the lion to easily pursue. Soon, the croc doesn't have any other option but to share. In the end, it looks like the two competitors come to some sort of an understanding as to who gets how much of the food. Hippo versus crocodiles. A hippo has just died inside the river. A family of crocodiles descend on the fresh corpse, but the hippo's family members try to intervene and stop the crocs from having a feast. One hippo tries to intimidate and push the approaching crocodiles from its family member's body. It opens its mouth wide, displaying a set of huge and powerful teeth to intimidate the crocodiles. However, the crocs don't seem to care, as they have the numbers and continue feeding on the dead hippo's body. Here, a large herd of hippos gather to expel a crocodile from their territory. It isn't clear what their beef is with this particular croc, but the way they attack it, it seems like a personal matter. The crocodile is hit several times before being picked up and thrown aside like a toy. We don't even know whether it survived such a vicious attack. Elephant versus lion. Baby elephants are almost always found in the company of their herds for protection. However, for some reason, this elephant calf was all alone and paid the ultimate price when a couple of lions attacked it. Even at such a young age, the elephant's strength seems to exceed the male lion's. However, when the lion jumps on its back to bring it down, the inexperienced elephant doesn't know what to do. It finally falls, and the lions are quick to launch their assault, eliminating all struggle from the prey. The calf signed its own death warrant, and the lions simply took advantage to score a huge meal for their entire pride. Elephant versus hippo. In this clip, the elephant seems irritated, which could be because of the presence of so many hippos nearby. It may be feeling territorial, which causes it to lash out at the hippos. The hippos know better than to try and face it head on. They simply run and try to get out of the way. At one point, the elephant tries to kick a hippo with its hind legs. However, the kick doesn't connect. It then uses its sharp tusks to almost maul a baby hippo to death. Golden eagle versus vulture. A golden eagle descends down and sits on a rock. It again takes a flight to have a share of sheep carcass. However, the carcass is surrounded by a large number of vultures. It again watches the vultures scavenging. It immediately flies down and has the carcass where there are no vultures around. Suddenly, a huge vulture flies down and kicks the eagle on its crest. Smaller in size, the eagle gives up without much of a fight. This vulture then happily preys on the carcass. Squirrel versus hawk. A squirrel is fighting with a hawk. The hawk has pinned down the squirrel and is waiting for it to die. Suddenly, the squirrel jumps up from underneath the hawk's talon and runs off. The bird flies off in the confusion. Kangaroo versus kangaroo. Two male kangaroos are fighting with each other for a female. Male kangaroos are known for their propensity to fight other males. A small kangaroo plays with his mother. A full-grown male leader of the meadow looks at his challenger from a distance. As soon as the challenger appears, the other members clear the arena. The two males kick each other with their hind legs. These kicks can result in internal injuries. As the battle comes to an end, the leader seems to have defeated the challenger as of now. Leopard versus honey badger. A leopard makes a major mistake in this video by seizing the throat of a baby honey badger. The honey badger, unlike other prey, not only fights back, but it counterattacks ferociously. Another honey badger appears suddenly and out of nowhere, charging towards the leopard. It frightens the large cat with its deadly teeth and claws. This appears to be a scene in which a cop is chasing a thief rather than a predator hunting its prey. The leopard is terrified and anxious because of the badger's naked display of aggression. The badger's full-throttle attack on the leopard is akin to a successful military operation. The leopard looks at them like a loser after the little badger is liberated by the other. Rhinoceros versus lion pride. A black rhinoceros is trapped in a pool and desperately wants to get out. The lion pride watches it and immediately surrounds it to block its way. As soon as the rhino comes out of the pool, the lions attack by pouncing on its back. However, this rhino is very aggressive and shoos the lions away with his dagger-like horn. Bigger and heavier, the rhino resists and threatens to impale the lions if they do not leave. The lions just look around and do nothing as the rhino escapes successfully. Python versus cat. A hungry python detects its feline dinner in the hole in this thriller. There are 3 kittens, and their mother cat has taken up residence in a burrow with them. Python continues peacefully, as though this would be a simple supper. The python dashes towards the burrow, only to be met with a startling surprise. The mother cat yells warnings at it, threatening it with grave consequences. Python ignores the threat and makes the error of attempting to attack the kittens without first avoiding the mother cat. But it isn't that simple. Mother confronts the python and swats it with her razor-sharp paws. She then growls and defiantly defends herself with her claws and jaws. Brutal attacks and fights are a part of life for these animals. What do you think about these bouts? Let us know in the comments section below. If you enjoyed these fights, drop a like on the video and share it with others. If you're interested in similar content, you should also go ahead and subscribe to our channel. Click on the bell icon and choose all notifications to stay on top of all our channel updates. We hope you have a great day ahead, and we will see you soon in the next video.